Welcome back. Now let's start with scatter plot, line graph, and dot plot. But before that, let's understand what do we mean by graphs. Graphs is one of the most important section in your probability statistics because whenever you do the report, you need to present data by graphs. So this all leads towards the data set, data sets leads to database, database leads to analysis, and when you do analysis you need to give the outcome comes in the form of graph. So let's discuss this in detail. Graphs are mostly numerical representation of the data as it shows the relation of change in numbers and how one number affects or changes another. However, charts are the visual representation of where categories may or may not be related and how the information is displayed in graphs and charts. That can be in univariate, bivariate, or multivariate format. Now let's see what is scatter plot. Scatter plot are used to compare variables. A comparison between variables is required when we need to define how much one variable is affected by another variable. In a scatter plot, the data is represented as a collection of points. Each point on the scatter plot defines the value of the two variables. When we talk about define the values, it can be on x-axis and y-axis. One variable is selected for the vertical axis and the other one is for the horizontal axis. So this is your horizontal axis, x-axis. This is your vertical axis, y-axis. Now if you see these points, so when you have different types of, so for example, when we'll start with the first one, positive linear relation. In positive linear relation, the dots will be going like this. In negative linear relation, the dots will be going down the way. So when so this is your y-axis value and this is your x-axis value. This is your x-axis value, this is your y-axis value. So when you're over here, when your x-axis is increasing, and your y-axis is like, so this is your x-axis. So for example, 1, 2, 3. So the point is 4, for example. So 4, comma 1. This is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3. So 4, comma 1. So this is how you put your points. We will discuss this in detail, how to put points in detail. Monotone linear relation is like this. It goes from x-axis and then it goes all the way up. X-axis increases, y-axis increases. Non-monotone linear relation. It's up and down, up and down. No relation. No relation means the points are all over the place. There is no relation between any point to anything. There is also no relation when the points are going in straight line, either in this direction or in this direction. Because obviously you can't define the data. Your data is like, it's like there is no relation between x-axis and y-axis between two variables. Now let's see the line plot. Line plot or line graph or curve chart. A line plot, line chart or line graph or curve chart is a type of chart which displays information as a series of data points called markers connected by a straight line segment. It is a basic type of chart common in many fields. It is similar to scatter plot except that the measurement points are ordered typically by their x-axis value and joined with the straight line segment. A line chart is often used to visualize a trend in data over interval of time, a time series. Thus, the line is often known as chronologically. In these cases, they are known as run charts. So, for example, you have May, June, July, August, September. These are your months. Usually in financial analysis, we use line chart. How many apples you have sold So you can see that the apple is marked with this color. So that's 5. It can be like 20 and then down, and then you're trying to understand the trend. So if we see this trend, so what we are seeing over here between May and June, June is increased, the sales is increasing in June, but then in July is again decreasing, but again in August is increasing, and then in September is decreasing again. So it's increase, decrease, increase, decrease, and you come to know by these sales trend, your time series trend during, like, from the one period to another period of the time. Now let's discuss line plot, dot plot, how to do that. It's very simple to do. So for example, this is your data set 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. So you create a line. So this is your line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many zeros you have? So over here we have 1 0. How many ones we have? We have 2 ones. How many 2 we have? We have 3. So you basically put cross. So if I put another 2 over here, I'll put another cross over here. And then 3, 5, 5, 8. So how many 8 I have? 1. Okay. It's the only thing it's help you with the line plot. You can easily count which number is coming too many times. So number 2 is coming too many times. That can be oranges, that can be apple, that can be books, that can be laptop, sales of laptop. So you have, like, more on, you can count them. Plus you can find the outlier as well. So this 8 is outlier because this is not coming in terms of the data. A line plot is a way to display data along the number line. Line plot are also called dot plots. That can also come in numerical as well. A line plot is a graph that shows the frequency of data occurring along with the line number. Line plot provide a quick and easy way to organize data and are best way to use comparing fewer than different numbers. So this is very easy. So like I discussed, this is your outlier over here. You can see the gap between 6, 7, 8. There is a gap over here, and you can create a cluster, most commonly occurring event. So that's why we used a line plot. For now, we will leave it over here. We'll come back later and we'll start with another topic.